What if I told you that the title of Pirate King in One Piece has been misunderstood all along? That it's not about treasure, fame, or power, but something far greater? For years, we've seen Gol D, Roger, the man who discovered Laugh Tale, celebrated as the one and only Pirate King. But what if Roger wasn't laughing at treasure, but at the truth about Joy Boy, the Void Century, and the dream that still echoes through Luffy today? Strap in, because today we're uncovering a theory that could redefine what the Pirate King title truly means. And it all starts with Joy Boy's forgotten promise. Let's rewind 800 years to the era known as the Void Century. This is the blank page in history that the world government has fought desperately to erase. What do we know? The ancient kingdom existed, but it was destroyed by what would later become the world government. The poneglyphs, massive indestructible stone tablets, were created to preserve fragments of that lost history. And most importantly, Joy Boy, a mysterious figure from that era, made a promise that still shapes the present. But here's the kicker. The more we learn, especially after the Egghead revelations, the more it seems Joy Boy's mission wasn't about ruling a kingdom. It was about uniting the world under freedom. So why did the world government fear him so much? Because his dream threatened their absolute control. Now, let's talk about the idea of the Pirate King. Most fans think of it as simple. The Pirate King is the strongest, the richest, the one who rules the seas. But Roger's story doesn't fit that definition. Roger was certainly powerful, but he didn't conquer the world. He didn't overthrow the world government. He didn't even take the treasure known as the One Piece. Instead, when he and his crew arrived at Laugh Tale and uncovered the truth of the Void Century, they laughed. Why? Because the story of Joy Boy and his unfulfilled dream wasn't just a tragedy, it was a hope, a goal that still remained unfinished. Roger himself admitted he was too early to fulfill it, so maybe the Pirate King isn't just a ruler, but a liberator, someone who carries the will of Joy Boy and Nika, the sun god, whose spirit represents freedom itself. Here's where things get even deeper. What if the Void Century wasn't just a war between two sides, but the collapse of a massive alliance of nations? The ancient kingdom, with Joy Boy at its heart, wasn't fighting alone. It had allies, nations that shared in its vision of freedom, equality, and unity. The world government's creation may have been less about justice and more about suppressing this alliance to keep humanity divided and controlled. This makes sense when you think about the recurring theme of the dawn over and over again. One Piece hints that a new dawn will come, a rebirth of Joy Boy's vision. And if that's the case, then the role of the Pirate King isn't just to find treasure, it's to bring back that forgotten alliance and usher in a new era of freedom. Now, let's bring this back to our main character, Monkey D. Luffy. If you look closely, Luffy's entire journey mirrors Joy Boy's legacy. Everywhere he goes, he gathers allies. He inspires oppressed people to rise up and fight for their freedom. He destroys tyrants and liberates islands. And now, with his Gear 5 awakening, he's literally taken on the form of Nika, the sun god, the very embodiment of joy and liberation. Think about it. Roger might have discovered the truth, but he couldn't fulfill Joy Boy's promise. He was waiting for someone else, the one who could inherit that will, and that person is Luffy. When Luffy finally finds the One Piece, it won't just be the end of a treasure hunt, it'll be the moment he completes Joy Boy's mission. Luffy isn't becoming the Pirate King because he's the strongest. He's becoming the Pirate King because he's the one who will set the world free. So what happens if this theory is true? If Joy Boy's true goal is revealed to be the liberation of the world, then the final saga of One Piece isn't just about defeating the Marines, the Admirals, or even Emu. It's about tearing down an 800-year-old system of oppression and bringing the truth back into the light. And here's where it all ties together. The ancient weapons, Pluton, Poseidon, and Uranus, aren't just weapons of destruction. They're tools designed to protect the freedom of the world, to prevent a single power from dominating. The Will of D isn't just a mysterious middle initial. It's the inherited will of those who continue Joy Boy's fight, the ones who stand against the gods of the world government. And the devil fruits, what if they aren't random at all, but born from the desires and dreams of humanity itself, tools of freedom in a world that has been shackled for centuries? Everything in One Piece could be pointing back to this one truth. Joy Boy's will is alive, and the Pirate King is the one who will fulfill it. So let's ask the big question, is the Pirate King really just the strongest pirate on the seas? Or is he the one who brings the dawn of freedom to the world, uniting nations under Joy Boy's dream? Gol D. Roger may have laughed at the truth because he knew he couldn't do it, but he passed the torch. Now, it's up to Luffy, the future Pirate King, to carry Joy Boy's promise and finally change the world.